It was supposed to be the future of wellness. A machine so advanced, it needed Wi-Fi. A juicer so smart, it was compared to the iPhone. And a vision so bold, Silicon Valley poured $120 million into it. But then, the internet discovered something unbelievable. A scandal so absurd, it felt like satire. A $400 smart juicer praised as revolutionary was exposed by a simple truth. You didn't need the machine at all. Human hands worked better. How does a startup with world-class investors collapse overnight because of a viral video? And how did one of the most advanced devices in Silicon Valley become a global meme? This is the surreal rise and spectacular crash of juice. By 2013, America was deep into the wellness boom. Cold-pressed juice wasn't just a drink, it was a lifestyle, a symbol, a $5.4 billion industry growing hotter every year. Into this world stepped a charismatic inventor, Doug Evans, a man many compared to Steve Jobs, obsessed, visionary, and absolutely convinced that juicing needed a revolution. His idea, a machine so perfectly engineered that it could deliver farm-to-glass juice without the mess, without the cleaning, without the hassle. A machine built with aerospace-level precision. A machine that squeezed juice packs with 4 tons of pressure. Investors loved it. Google Ventures said yes. Kleiner Perkins said yes. Even Campbell's Soup Company joined in. Money flowed in, like juice from a bag. Over $100 million raised before a single customer even touched the product. And then came the launch. The sleek machine, the subscription juice packs, the exclusive ecosystem, a clean, minimalist device that promised a healthier life with just one button. Juicero declared itself the Keurig of juice. Except, something was off. Something no one expected. To understand the fall, we have to understand how Juicero worked, or more accurately, how it was supposed to work. Imagine a luxury printer, but instead of ink cartridges, you bought juice packs. And instead of printing documents, it squeezed them. The Juicero press scanned each pack with a camera. If the pack was too old, the machine refused to squeeze it. If the Wi-Fi wasn't connected, it refused. If Juicero's servers were down, it refused. The hardware was beautiful, but the ecosystem was locked, like a digital prison for fruits and vegetables. The metaphor is simple. Juicero built a rocket ship to squeeze a Capri Sun. All the engineering brilliance hid a bizarre truth. Those expensive juice packs, they weren't solid fruits. They were already shredded produce. The juice was practically ready. All the machine needed to do was push. And it did with industrial force. But there was one thing nobody at Juicero tested enough. What happens if a human pushes? On April 19, 2017, everything changed. Bloomberg published a video that broke the internet. A reporter held a Juicero juice pack, placed it between his hands, and squeezed. Juice poured out easily. Without the machine, no sensors, no Wi-Fi, no $400 hardware, just simple human pressure. The clip went viral instantly. People laughed. People mocked. People questioned Silicon Valley as a whole. Memes exploded. Late-night TV roasted it. The machine became the punchline of an entire generation of startups and Juicero. They were forced to issue refunds, not because the machine malfunctioned, but because the human hand outperformed Silicon Valley's engineering masterpiece. Within months, the company shut down entirely. The collapse of Juicero triggered an earthquake far bigger than the company itself. First, it caused a massive loss of investor confidence in over-engineered startups. VC firms were suddenly embarrassed. Google Ventures had to publicly defend themselves. Kleiner Perkins faced brutal headlines. Suddenly, founders couldn't just raise money with buzzwords alone. Smart, connected, AI-powered. These words stopped being magic. Juicero became the symbol of pointless innovation. Second, it marked the beginning of the end for what we can call hardware hype. In the early 2010s, hardware startups were hot. Think Nest, Fitbit, GoPro, but Juicero exposed a painful truth. Over-engineered hardware rarely survives. Investors pulled back, and dozens of smart device startups died quietly in the years that followed. Third, it sparked a cultural shift. People started asking a new question: do we really need this? The smart toothbrush, the internet-connected fridge, the $1,000 blender. Juicero forced society to rethink technology's purpose. Fourth, it served as a major warning to Silicon Valley. Solve real problems. Even engineers laughed privately. A machine with more force than a car door just to squeeze a juice bag. It showed how Silicon Valley sometimes solves problems that never existed. From 2018 onward, investors demanded functional purpose, not just pretty aesthetics. And finally, it was a huge lesson in transparency. Juicero hit a simple fact: their technology wasn't essential. Once that was exposed, trust collapsed instantly. Customers felt lied to. Investors felt misled. The fall was so steep. Business schools now teach Juicero as a case study in over-engineering and poor product-market fit. Juicero wasn't evil. It wasn't a scam. It was something far stranger, a warning about ambition without direction. It reminds us that innovation isn't about complexity. It's about clarity, about solving real human problems, not creating expensive solutions, searching for a problem. The Juicero collapse stands as one of the most surreal chapters in modern tech history. A $400 juicer, defeated by the human hand. So here's the question for you. Is Juicero the perfect example of Silicon Valley's arrogance? Or just a brilliant idea launched at the wrong time? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching.